We're going to start in a simple cross-legged position on your mat. Find a comfortable seat. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, begin to close your eyes. Become aware of the breath as it moves in and out. Feel it filling up your rib cage, filling all the way deep into your belly. And then as you exhale, let that release all the tension that you may be holding. Next, inhale, bringing awareness to the ankles and the hips. Exhaling any tension you may be feeling there. Inhaling, breathing in calm and peace. And exhaling any tension you may be feeling in your shoulders, in your wrists. Letting the muscles of the face go slack. Relaxing the forehead, the jaw, the corners of your eyes. Feeling your sit bones rooting down deep into the earth. And feeling as if there's an imaginary string pulling from your sit bones down towards the center of the earth and up through the crown of your head, up to the sky, helping your spine to stay erect and straight and strong. Next, inhale, we breathe deeply together. As you exhale, bringing the palms in towards each other, fingertips touch, thumbs touch the sternum, hands in prayer position. Feeling the energy that flows through your body, that prana, that life force, the breath. Feeling it behind your thumbs as your chest rises and falls as you breathe. And then gently bowing your chin towards your chest, forehead towards your fingertips, and setting your intention for today's practice. Your intention may be one for strength, for peace, for compassion, for patience, or simply for just awareness. Whatever your intention, repeat it to yourself so you may come back to it during your practice. When you are ready, gently begin to flutter the eyelashes, gently opening the eyes, inhaling and then exhaling, letting the hands come to the knees. Inhale, we sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, fingertips come to the side. Inhaling, arms come up. Exhaling down to the side. Inhaling, arms come up. As you exhale, dropping the right arm down, walking the fingers out, and coming to lean over towards the right. Maybe bringing your elbow down, reaching through the left fingertips over the head, armpit near the ear, rooting down through that left hip, making sure that our hips stay centered on the ground. Feeling that full body side stretch. Next inhale brings you back to center. And exhale, dropping that left arm down, walking the fingertips out, maybe bringing the elbow towards the earth, but rooting down through that right hip and that right knee, extending the right fingertips over, armpit towards the ear, chin looks towards the ceiling. Breathing deeply, feeling that full body side stretch. Inhale brings us back to center one more time. Exhale, right arm comes down. We inhale, reach overhead, and exhale back to center. Inhale, exhale, reaching with the right fingertips. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, right fingertips reach over to the left. And inhaling up to center. Hands come down towards your knees and we walk them over onto our mat, coming into a tabletop. Here, your wrists should be stacked underneath your shoulders. Belly button, navel draws in towards the spine, puffing up through the back of the heart, straightening that spine, reaching forward with the crown of your head. Knees and hips are in line, squeezing the inner thighs towards each other and pressing the tops of the feet down. Your next inhale, we lift our right arm and lift our left leg, holding, finding our balance here. Inhale, reaching out with the right fingertips and left toes, and exhaling, bring it all into the center. Inhale, extend, exhaling to the center. Inhale, extend, exhaling to the center. Inhale, extend, exhale to the center. 3 more, extend and center. Extend, knee to nose. Extend, last time, knee to nose. Extend, and then placing the right hand down, bringing the left knee in towards the left elbow, and then stepping that left foot outside of your left hand. We're going to pick up our hand and walk our hips forward so that we come into a low lunge. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, they continue to circle, coming around to rest on our hips. Fingertips pointing upwards, opening through the chest, gently pressing the hips towards the earth, squeezing those inner thighs together, and not forgetting to breathe. Remembering your intention. As we exhale, placing the hands on either side of the left foot and beginning to straighten that left leg, coming onto the right knee, pulling the left toes towards your nose. Inhaling, lifting the chest, pulling it forward through the shoulders. And exhale, bending over the knee, coming into a half split, Ardha Chandrasana. Inhale, we bend the left knee, coming forward into a lunge. Arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, hands come down, straightening the left knee. We move into our half split. Inhaling, we come forward. Exhaling, we go back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling, straightening that left leg, hips reaching back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling, hips reach back. Next, inhale, we bend that knee, and then we're going to swing our right foot so it is parallel with the mat, coming up into a gate pose. Hips should be facing the long side of your mat. Left toes are parallel with the top of your mat, and right leg is parallel with the back of your mat. Inhaling, arms come up overhead, and exhale, dropping the left hand over that left leg and reaching with the right arm, just like we did in our first side body stretch. Opening up, gentle pressure, pushing the hips forward, squeezing the inner thighs, activating the legs. And as you exhale, bringing the right palm to touch the mat and reaching the left fingers overhead. Again, creating a full side body stretch from the left fingertips all the way through the right, all the way through the left foot. Inhaling so the left fingers point towards the ceiling, and then lifting that left leg. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Pressing the hips forward, feeling the strength and stability in that right leg. And then as you exhale, placing the left foot down, inhale, rise up, and exhale, gently sit the hips back towards the right heel. Bring the hands out in front, walking them forward and bending over that right leg. Breathing into the stretch, exhaling any tension. Next inhale, we look forward and then walk our arms all the way back towards our left foot, turning the right foot back towards the edge of the mat, planting the palms, tucking the toes under, and coming all the way up to a crescent lunge. Lifting that right knee and bending the left knee at a 90-degree angle. Breathing here. And as you exhale, bringing the hands into fists and pumping them by your hips as we bend lower. Inhale, rise up to straighten. And then exhale, bringing those hands into fists, feeling the strength and power. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, hands into fists. Inhale, straighten. And then as we exhale, hands come one more time into fists. Then reaching the hands over the head, keeping that deep bend in the knee. We plant our hands on either side of our left foot, stepping back into plank, holding here, becoming aware of our alignment, puffing up through the back of the heart, pressing deeply into the palms of the hands, tucking the tailbone, pressing the heels towards the back of your mat, and then gently beginning to lower by bending the elbows towards the ribcage, lowering halfway into chaturanga or all the way onto the belly. Flipping the toes, then pressing through the palms to straighten the arms and lift the chest. Hips press towards the floor. Chest reaches forward, up and back into our cobra. Or if you chose to stay lifted, into upward facing dog. Then exhale, flipping over the toes, hips come up into downward facing dog. Breathing. Next exhale, we bend our knees and look forward, coming onto the knees into that tabletop position one more time. This time lifting the left leg and the right arm, extending through. Oh, we did that one. This time lifting the left and the right leg. And then exhaling, bring it all together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it all together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, together. Inhale, extend. Exhale to the center. Inhale, extend. Exhale to the center. Inhale, extend. Exhale to the center. Inhale, two more. And center. Inhale, last one. And center. This time, reaching forward. Plant the left hand and then bring the right foot through, up toward between the hands. Then inhaling as we reach our hips down towards our mat and circle our arms up and back, bringing the fingers to point up on the hip bones and letting those hip bones glide gently towards the front of your mat, towards the floor. Opening up through the hip flexors. Breathing, remembering your intention. Next exhale, places the hands on either side of the right foot as we begin to straighten the right leg and pull the hips back towards the back of the mat, pulling the right toes towards your nose. Inhale, extend the chest forward towards the wall in front of you, and exhale as we begin to gently lower our chest towards the knee, keeping the length in the spine. Every inhale we extend, every exhale we bend forward. Inhale as we bend that right knee, arms circle up, coming into our low lunge, and then exhale as we move back into our half split. Inhaling, coming forward, and exhaling back. Inhaling forward, and exhaling back. Inhaling forward, and exhale, we come back. This time as we inhale, swinging that left leg so that it becomes parallel with the mat, and bringing the right toes so they're also parallel with the mat, coming into our gate posture. Arms circle up overhead, hips press towards the wall in front of you, and then we lean over that right leg. Right fingertips come to touch, left fingertips reach for the front of your mat. Getting that deep side stretch through our left side. Squeezing the inner thighs. And exhaling, planting the left palm outside of your left hip. Raising the right arm up overhead. Reaching those fingertips so you get a full stretch from the blade edge of your right foot all the way through the right fingertips. And then inhaling, pointing the right fingertips towards the sky and lifting that right foot into our half moon. Flexing the right toes, pressing the hips forward, opening through the shoulders, pressing into the palm of the left hand, squeezing the right fingertips together. And then exhaling, gently set it down. Inhale as our arms come up. Then we gently sit our hips towards our left heel, walking our hands forward, coming into a gentle forward fold. Next inhale, we begin to walk our hands back towards the front of our mat. Right toes point forward, left toes point back, tucking the left toes and coming all the way up to our crescent lunge. Inhaling as we reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhaling, make fists and bring the hands by the hips as you bend deeper into your lunge. Inhale, straighten the legs and bring the arms up. Exhale, fists ball by your hips and we deepen the lunge. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we contract with strength. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, contract with strength. Inhale, we rise. And exhale, we sit back in our crescent lunge. Then bringing both hands to either side of the right foot, stepping back to a plank, bending the elbows by the rib cage, lowering halfway or all the way. Inhaling as we flip the feet, straightening the arms. Heart comes through, shoulders, looking up. And then exhaling back to downward facing dog. Inhaling, we lift our left legs up towards the sky, pointing through the toes, keeping the hips squared. Then exhaling, bringing the left knee to the left elbow. Inhaling, we rise. Exhale, squeeze to the center, forehead to knee. Inhale, left toes go up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale to the center. Inhale, up. Exhale, over to the right. And up. Inhale, left. Up. Inhale, center. And up. Inhale, right. And up. Inhale, step that left foot through. Root the right heel down. And open your arms to the side to a warrior two. Making sure your hips are in line with the side of your mat. Arms are wide. Chest is open. Maybe rotate the palms upward to let that heart shine. Open the palms, then gently turn them back over. Maybe sink a little bit deeper. Breathing here. And then flip the left palm. Inhale, reach it forward and scoop it back like a rainbow. Making a beautiful, peaceful warrior. Again, feeling that side body stretch. And then exhaling, bringing the left elbow to the left knee and reaching the right arm up and overhead, an extended side angle. Reaching from the right fingertips to the blade edge of your right foot. Opening up through the sides. Inhaling back to center. And as you take your next exhale, dropping your hands low towards your hips, and then inhale, straighten your legs, arms come up overhead. Exhale, bend and drop the arms. Inhale, up, extend. Exhale, bend, drop the arms. Inhale, extend, and then turn your left toes toward the front of your mat, placing the hands on the hips, and gently reach the crown of your head forward until you have a flat back in a wide-legged stance. Breathing here, pulling the navel to the spine, And then gently letting your fingertips reach towards the floor. Maybe your palms, maybe even your head begins to reach toward the floor in front of you. And holding here for a few deep breaths. Walking your fingertips back between the feet. Reaching the hips towards the sky, activating through the quads, lifting the kneecaps, pulling the belly button in towards the spine. Inhaling, coming back to that flat back, placing the hands on the hips and pulling the belly button to the spine, activating through the core and coming up to center. Inhale, bringing the arms up overhead and then turning the right toes to point towards the back of your mat, opening the arms up to the side and bending into that right knee, coming into warrior two on the opposite side. Breathing here, looking over the right hand, activating through the arms, keeping them strong and powerful. And then as you inhale, flipping the right palm up towards the sky, reaching forward and scooping it up and back like a rainbow, coming into peaceful warrior. Activating through the back leg. And then exhaling, bringing the right elbow towards the right knee, reaching that left arm up and overhead, extended side angle, creating a line from the left fingertips all the way through the blade edge of the left foot. Pulling the belly button in, rotating the hips under and forward. Then inhaling back to warrior two. Exhale, dropping the hands. Inhale, bring them up and straighten the leg. Exhale, bend and drop. Inhale, straighten, lift. Exhale, bend and drop. Inhale, straighten, lift. Exhale, bend and drop. Inhale, straighten, lift. This time walk your right toes so they face forward, reaching the arms front, and then keeping the arms extended, walking them forward so you're in a wide-legged downward dog. Hips reach up, hands walk further forward, letting the chest and the heart melt towards the ground in front of you. Gently walking the hands back towards the center of your mat. And then we're going to lift the chest, place the hands on the hips. Chest comes all the way up. And then we turn our heels in so that our heels are facing one another. And we're just going to come into a nice deep goddess squat. Okay? From here, having your right hand on your right knee, your left hand on your left knee, gently dropping the right shoulder, feeling that gentle twist. Inhale, bring the right shoulder back up, and exhale, dropping the left shoulder. Breathing here, pressing through all four corners of the feet, using the hands to open the hips, squeezing the inner thighs forward, active pose. And then inhale, bringing that left shoulder back up. From here, we're going to lift onto our right toes, and then gently set the right heel down. Lift onto our left toes, and gently set the left heel down. Right toes, down. Left toes, down. Right toes, down. Left toes, down. Now both toes up. Bring your hands in front of you, and we hold for 5, for 4, for 3, feeling our inner goddess, for 2, feeling strong, feeling calm, for 1, and then gently let the heels go down, straightening the legs, and coming once more into a wide-legged forward fold, bringing the fingertips toward the earth or the palms, or walking the hands back in between our feet, letting the head hang heavy, maybe giving it a shake, active through the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to hips, and we rise all the way up. As you take your next breath, point your right toes towards the back of your mat. Inhale, bring the arms up to a T, active through the triceps, and then exhale, leaning forward over that right leg, then bringing the hand down to wherever it meets, maybe your shin, your ankle, maybe you grab hold of the big toe, coming into triangle, reaching that left arm up towards the sky, active through both legs, hips reach forward, our body is moving in every direction, forward, back, up, and down, giving us, again, a deep, deep side body stretch. Your next breath, take your left hand, place it on your left hip, slightly bend the right knee, walk the right fingertips toward, and we will lift our back leg into a half moon, flexing the toes as if they're pressing on a wall against you, behind you. And then if it's available, lifting your left hand, reaching it towards the sky, finding a spot on the floor to help you balance. Active through the right leg, active through the left leg, active in your core, reaching with that left hand. Maybe beginning to play with the idea of lifting up off of the right hand, bringing it into your chest, or maybe leaving it on the ground. And then gently beginning to bend the right knee, coming down onto your left foot and landing in a gentle warrior two. Exhale, dropping the hands. Inhale, raise the hands up, turn the right toes in, turn the left toes out, bring your arms to a T, send the right hip back and the left hand forward, keeping that left leg straight. Hand comes down to the shin, ankle, or maybe grabs hold of the big toe. Right arm reaches up and towards the sky, coming into triangle. Looking up towards the sky. Feeling the side stretch through your right hip, active in the legs. Exhaling, placing that right hand on your hip, gently bending the left knee, beginning to walk the fingers forward and lifting that right leg up so it becomes parallel with the floor. Flexing the right foot and slowly lifting the right arm so that the fingers point towards the sky. Opening the chest, breathing here, remembering your intention, coming back to the breath. Maybe you begin to play with lifting that left hand, bringing it into your heart, or maybe it stays. Just breathing, feeling your strength and balance, and then gently beginning to bend that left leg and quietly, softly setting the right foot down, coming into warrior two, and whirling the hands to either side of the left foot, stepping back into a plank, lowering into chaturanga, or all the way. Inhaling as we extend the arms, lift the chest, upward facing, and exhaling, downward facing. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky, and then begin to open the hip, letting the left toes reach for the right shoulder, pressing evenly through both palms, opening up. And then as you exhale, bringing the left knee into the left elbow, the left ankle towards the right wrist, setting your foot down gently, lengthening through the right back leg, coming into pigeon. Breathing here, slowly walking the hands back to either side of each hip, making sure that we're not rolling through our hips, that they're staying squared towards the front of our mat. And then gently beginning to walk the hands forward, maybe to forearms, maybe we stay here, your chest reaches forward and down, or maybe we walk the arms forward. We breathe here for 5, 4, 2, 1. So you inhale, begin to walk the hands back towards that left leg. And then looking towards the right foot, we're going to roll onto the left hip and then gently help the right knee come around and stack the right ankle on top of the left knee, coming into fire log. So knees and ankles are in line, feet are flexed, and we're just going to gently breathe here, maybe taking the arms up overhead, dropping the right arm behind the head, circling the left arm around so that you can grab your fingertips or your shirt, breathing here. Opening through the chest and through the hips, pressing down into your knees and your sit bones, using active legs to deepen the stretch. And then gently releasing the hands, releasing the right leg from the top, switching the position of your legs so that your left ankle is on top of your right knee and your right knee is on top of your left ankle. And then bringing the left arm up, dropping the hand behind the back, bringing the right hand up to meet it behind the back and holding onto your fingertips or your shirt, making sure your chest is lifted, chin is lifted, giving yourself space to fully breathe and fill your lungs. And then gently releasing and keeping that right leg bent. Now we're going to roll onto the right hip and take the left foot behind you and gently settle yourself into pigeon on the right side. Again, squaring the hips towards the earth, walking the fingers back, gentle back bend, and then walking them forward, maybe to forearms, or maybe all the way out in front of you. And gently walking the hands back towards either side of your right leg, rolling again onto that right hip, bring the left foot forward and in front of you. Grab hold of the knees, pulling the chest up and through, and then releasing the hands so that the palms face each other, gently tipping backwards until your feet come off the ground, raising into Navasana, the boat pose. Here, feet can stay parallel with the floor, or you may straighten, giving yourself that full V. Breathe here for 5. Looking at your toes, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower, halfway down, keeping your chest and toes lifted, active through the core, hollow body. And then inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Inhale for 10, 9, 8, inhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold the lower body for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax everything into the earth. Pulling the heels towards the knees, opening the feet as wide as the mat, gently windshield wiper to the right, dropping the knees to the left, the right, moving at whatever pace feels good to you. And then bringing the knees back to center, pulling the heels towards the hips so that you can brush them with the tips of your fingers. And then we're going to lower the lower back so that the belly button is reaching towards the ground below you. Press into the feet, press into your shoulders. We're going to lift through the chest and the hips at the same time, coming into a bridge. Maybe walking your fingers together so that you can clasp your hands beneath your back, pressing into the triceps and the forearms, bringing the chest towards the chin, leaving the neck stable and sturdy. Hips reach for the ceiling. Exhaling, lowering all the way down. Go up for 2 more. Inhale, chest and hips reach for the ceiling. Walking your shoulders underneath you, holding for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Gently lowering down. And for this last time, you may repeat the same thing or take your hands so that your fingertips point towards your shoulders, preparing yourself for a full wheel. If this is in your practice, remembering to lift your hips and your chest at the same time. Ready to push up on 3, 2, hips and chest lift, pressing through the palms of your hands, opening up through the chest. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, lowering all the way, gently back down. Pulling the knees into the chest, making gentle circles with the knees. And then taking the knees over to the right side, extending the left arm out, using the right arm to help the knees fall to the side or extending it, making sure both shoulders are flat on the ground, and looking over that right arm, looking over that left arm if it's available to you. Gentle twist. Inhale, bringing it back to center. Grabbing hold of the knees, letting them fall gently over to the left. Right arm goes long. Making sure your shoulders stay on the mat, looking over that right arm. Breathing. Remembering your intention. Then gently pulling the knees into the chest. And as you exhale, lifting the head, squeezing the whole body so tight. And then gently releasing, letting everything go. Letting your palms face up and your feet be as wide as the mat. Relaxing through the feet, through the knees, through the hips. Relaxing every joint and every fiber, feeling gratitude for the work you put in and for the being here, for practicing today. Remembering your intention and then letting it all go. Closing your eyes and giving yourself this moment of peace and rest. Gently beginning to wiggle your fingers and your toes, coming back into the room. And with your eyes remaining shut, roll over onto your right side, cradling your head in your arm, taking a little rest in this fetal position, ready for the rebirth after your moment of tranquility. And then gently placing the left palm on the hand, beginning to come up to a seated position, eyes remain closed. Grounding once more through the hip bones, reaching up through the crown of the head. Inhaling deeply, and as you exhale, bringing your palms into chest. I thank you for sharing this practice with me today. May it bring you moments of awareness, moments where you can come back to the breath, moments of serenity and gratitude for yourself and for those around you, for the beauty of the world you live in. Bringing our thumbs to meet our forehead, may we think thoughts of compassion, trailing our thumbs down towards our lips, may we speak words of truth, and bringing our thumbs down towards our heart, may we feel love and joy. I bow my head to you. Namaste.